Hello, Jerry. Hello, Jerry from August of 2024. Welcome back. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm doing great. So, what are your thoughts and reactions post early November 2024 to the United States presidential election?
Okay, well, thank you for having me today.
Oh, welcome back. I'm glad to have you back.
It's been a chilly week here in South Jersey. We got a little dusting of snow coming this evening. So two things about Donald Trump. First of all, I just read about 10 minutes ago that he actually got convicted of doing a hush money scandal. And since he's going to be president, or he is the president, in about 2 weeks, they decided not to give him jail time. And it said that if he was not the president of the United States, he could be going to prison for 4 years. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention. And the second thing is, he already said he wants to, I don't know if he wants to take over Canada or he wants Canada to join the United States. And I think that's showing that he's kind of a crazy man. I think that he ran a good campaign and he was pretty intelligent on the campaign trail. I don't understand why in the world he would want Canada to join the United States. And I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this, Ben. And also, what was I going to say? I'm excited. I am excited for his effect on Israel once he's president, and also ending the war on the Ukraine.
I'm glad you mentioned Israel because we forgot to talk about Israel in our first video cast together. So it's glad that we'll be talking about Israel here in this second video podcast. So first off, the whole Canada thing came out recently. It's that he wants to do something with Canada, something with somewhere near on Greenland. Something with Greenland. He had his son go to Greenland, and then he wants to get America possession back of the Panama. So, I don't know. Some people may think those are crazy to want to do those things, but he is a businessman. He wants to make things happen with deals, and he thinks that those type of locations, in all those examples, will make things better in the long run for everything. Well, for America, really, to help America out. We'll see what happens with Canada, Greenland, and Panama. Who knows how that's going to... Some people think that's a bit out there.
Hold on a second. If you were living in Toronto and you heard that, what would your reaction be? If you were a Canadian citizen.
I can't speak for that because I don't know about how Canada works, but from what I saw about people that do run Canada, some of them thought that it's a bit out there, so maybe there's something a bit off about it if they don't like it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens in regards to that. What were we talking about outside of Canada? What were the other subjects?
He wants to take over the Panama Canal.
Oh, Panama also. Yeah, the Panama was originally ours, but then we gave it away, and now China is dealing with Panama, so he wants to make sure that the United States has control of Panama and
it's
not
the Panama Canal. Panama is a country.
I'm sorry, rather, you're right. Yes, correct. You're right. Thank you. The Panama Canal, rather, what we originally had, but then we gave it away for $1 or something, and now China has possession of it, so he wants to make sure that, I don't know. We'll see what happens with all those locations, but you mentioned Ukraine. What was it about Ukraine again?
He's going to end the war as quickly as he can.
I think he's going to try that. I think he can do that because I know that Putin does want to talk with him about that. So I think it's going to be good, a thing to be smoothly worked out because with Biden was just giving money to Ukraine when that should have been used for America. So I think the whole Ukraine thing in the end will work out. And let's talk a little bit about Israel now that you mentioned Israel. I think he's going to also help a lot in regards to everything about Israel.
Right. You said something about how Hamas is they killed the hostages or it's coming out on the news.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already. I think it's been over a year. So I mean, of course they're dead, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of
How many of them have been freed? Do you know?
I don't know. It's a big mess of a situation. Unfortunately, a lot of Americans and Israelis died from it. It's really But I think he can solve Israel. I think he can solve Ukraine. As far as the whole court stuff is concerned, that judge wanted to do that like 10 days, a week and a half before the election, before the inauguration. And if they really had something, then he would legitimately be locked up. Where they're not even doing that. They're not doing fines or locked up. So whatever it is, I don't know. Granted, here's the thing about all that: Democrats or liberals, no matter what happens, they're always going to consider the term convicted felon or things of that nature, and then the Trump fans, the MAGA fans, or whatever, however you want to put it, they're always going to be for him. So everyone's always going to feel how they feel, whichever side they more lean to, as regards to all that.
Right, that's true.
Yeah. So that's fine. So
but I'm saying if you or me did what he did, we'd be in prison right now.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Correct. We're nothing. We're little nothings.
So we don't live in a fair world, but I guess you and I both know that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not a fair world, and if it was you or me, either one of us, they would throw away the key. We'd be locked up in whatever. Yes, again, because he's a celebrity and billionaire. Yes, he has these advantages, I guess, with all that, and they would shove us into a cell, and that would be the end of that. But I don't want to give too much away. You still have to catch.
Which case is it anyway? Is it the one where he paid off Stormy Daniels?
I think that's the one they're talking about now.
Oh, okay.
I think so. But yeah, she was brought up in the middle of his first term, actually. She was brought up in the middle of his first term, but not before he got in the first time. So I just think it's just extra stuff of anything about possible to try to glue something to him in any of this.
She could have been his campaign manager. That would have been funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Men like big boobs, right?
Yes, they do. Yes, we do. Yeah. All right, we're a little over 7 minutes at this point.
Another interesting topic that I think men in particular need to be interviewed.
Sure.
Is are we ready for a female president? Because the Democratic nominee was a female. A lot of people said she really wasn't that smart or qualified, which I think she's smart and intelligent, but I don't think she was qualified to be the president of the United States.
I do have a response to that.
Go ahead.
So during the 2020 Democratic primary, they had a lot of people running, including her and Biden. But one of the other candidates that was female was the military Congress smart woman from Hawaii, Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard should have been the candidate. I think she, on either whether she was Democrat or conservative as far as the label is concerned, I believe that. I don't think Hillary was right for it. I don't think that Kamala was right for it. But I think that as far as women is concerned in regards to this topic, I think that Tulsi Gabbard would make a great United States female president, and that's possible. I think she would do a legitimately swell job with it, and I think she has the capability to do that in a way that would work well. But again, I agree with what you said about Kamala and how that was in regards to her parts about it.
Do you think if you asked 20 men in their 30s and 40s in October, and you said, "Are we ready for a woman president?" Do you think the majority would say yes, or do you think the majority would say no?
Well, that depends. Are the men like unlabeled, or like are they Democrats? Are they Republicans?
It doesn't matter. I would say the answer would be no. But Hillary Clinton got pretty close too.
She got really close. 2016 was a really close race. She was close. I think, as far as all the women stuff question for that is concerned, I think we're more likely to get a woman president a lot sooner than a Jewish president. I don't think America would ever want a Jewish president. So I think a woman more likely to get in before a Jew.
Why do you say that? What's wrong with a Jewish president?
Well, nothing really, but there's still a whole lot of anti-Semitism. I just don't think... I think people would rather have a black person or a woman over a Jew as president. We saw Obama as the first black president. Well, he's half black, whatever. And then, Hillary got really close in 2016. But, she had the opportunity, the chance to have the the Pennsylvania governor Shapiro, so I don't know. I just don't think America
Right.
wants.
So that's interesting. That's a whole nother
Right.
topic. Is the black people are going to vote for Barack Obama
Right.
or Kanye West, and the Jewish people would vote for a Jew, but there's really not.
Well, there are a few black conservatives, but because the
there's not a whole lot of Jews percentage-wise
right.
in the United States in compared to the black population or the Hispanic population. For example. Yeah.
There are.
I think we're only 3% of the United States or something like that.
There are a few black conservatives that would do a swell job. It's just that as far as elections are concerned, the Democrats want to get a lot of black people. But and the thing about that is in the 2024 presidential election, Trump got Hispanic. You mentioned Hispanic. He got Hispanic votes, black votes, and women votes. So without those black, Hispanic, and women votes, he wouldn't have won and got a second term. So all those three types of categories wanted him. But there are, I can't name all the guys that are black conservatives, but there's a few of them. It's just that, it just happens
I
that.
don't want to get into the whole race.
That's fine. Me neither.
Yeah, the election was close. In a lot of states, it was close. All right,
close in when? In the close in 2024?
Yeah.
Oh, how close in which ways, real quick?
Well, I think the final vote was like 305 to 200 for the Electoral College.
Oh, well, as far as the Electoral College was concerned, Trump got 312 electoral votes, and then she got like 226.
Right. So, like halfway through the night, halfway through the tallying up, I think she was in the lead, or it was pretty close. When halfway, everything has to come in, whatever, however it works. Anyway.
Are you angry? Are you upset that he's getting back in, or how do you feel about him coming in for a second term?
I don't know if anger is the right word. The only thing I'm angry about, well, first of all, can you move to your right or left so I can see you?
Oh, I'm right here. Can you see me?
But the camera's blocking your face.
Oh. I don't know. I'm just trying to focus on you now. It's going to be easier when we're in person, but go ahead.
Just move to the right or to the left. I'm not.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, what was I? Oh yeah. So the only thing I was really angry about was I wish there was someone else on the Republican side running against him, and I wish we had a better Democratic person.
Democratic candidate?
Yes. That's what I was angry about.
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting. Points of those two kinds. Okay. Yeah.
But I mean that's in the past now.
Right. Exactly. Right. Well, I think if they wanted somebody strong for the 2028 on the Democratic side, they got to have an open primary again and not be closed like it was for 24. Have it open for a bunch of people, like they did in 2020 and before that. But yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well. Right. It was a very unusual circumstance where Joe Biden dropped out. I forget if it was in June or July.
He dropped out on my birthday, July 21st. He dropped out on my birthday.
Okay. So the Democrats had to make a pretty quick decision, which probably was a negative thing. But I believe she was the vice president. Right? Yes,
she was the vice president.
Yeah. So I think since she was the vice president, she was kind of like first in line.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think he basically won the race after that first summer Butler, Pennsylvania rally happened. After that first shooting attempt on his life, I think that's the day when it was decided he was going to win. In my opinion about that. But
anyway, so let's switch topics. Do you want to talk about something fun now, like other than politics?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I mentioned Curb Your Enthusiasm. I watched a couple episodes in season 5.
No, wait a second. No, wait. I want to do a whole video episode on Curb, so I don't want us to get too into it now because that's going to be its own episode. But while we wait for that to be its own episode,
let me just say one funny scene. So they had a Seder. Larry had a Seder at his house, and his wife is actually not Jewish in the show. So So she said, "Oh, you had so much chopping." She was chopping up the apples for the haroset, and she's like, "I don't understand the point of this." And then somebody ends up. There was a Jewish doctor. He had to leave in the middle of the Seder. He had an emergency, and Larry didn't believe him. It was really funny. And then the kid has to search for the afikomen, and someone comes out of the bathroom as Larry was hiding the matzah, and then he accused this guy of telling his kid where the matzah was hidden, and they had this whole big argument, and it was really funny.
Yeah, that does sound funny. That was like one of the earlier seasons. Well, I don't want to talk about the show anymore at this point because I don't want to spoil or ruin anything for you. But we'll have we'll have Curb be its own video entirely after you catch up on the last season.
All right. So, what movie or show do you want to talk about?
Well, it's Curb Enthusiasm is going to get its own episode. Unless you had other movies or shows in mind to talk about.
Well, we got 5 or 10 minutes. That's what I'm asking.
Well, I just want to say, since you were talking about Curb real quick, we're actually about to we're just about to reach 16 minutes in, so we're going to start to soon wrap up to make it before 20. But
all right, we'll do 5 more minutes.
Yeah. What the thing is, since you were mentioning Curb, which will have its own thing, I had told you offline that actually in real life that the fake ex-wife of her in the beginning seasons of him, she's actually married to RFK Jr. in real life, just to connect politics to the show. But yeah, just let me know what other TV shows and movies you like, and if we both agree on the show or movie, we could talk about them.
Did you see Wicked?
Oh, that's some woke nonsense for me. I don't watch that.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I don't watch that one.
What else? Oh yeah, I'm excited about the Eagles, but I don't think you're real into sports. The Eagles play Sunday.
I'm not really into sports, but if you meet me in person, I'll have you talk to the camera about sports.
Okay. Yeah, the Eagles play Sunday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I hear.
A lot of people are excited that they're going to go deep into the playoffs, so gotta take it one game at a time.
Yeah, I hear that they're playing soon, and definitely if we're in person, I can have you talk to the camera about all things sports, for sure. Because my channel is mostly men watching. According to the analytics, I have 0% of women, so apparently women don't want to watch.
If you get Stormy Daniels, go like this, then you get a lot of. You'll get.
She's got. You were talking about breasts earlier. She's got fake breasts. I like women with real natural breasts.
Yeah, me too. Or you know what you could do? Go to the strip club, pay a stripper $50, say I want to interview you, and then you'll see you'll get some views there.
I think they're gonna charge me more than that for it.
Really?
I don't know. People want to make money. They'll try to make as much money as
give her
possible.
75. Give her 70. But I'm saying, have her wear a bikini. Do it in the springtime, and you'll get a lot of hits.
Yeah, that's something to.
Just like pants and a bikini top.
Yeah, that's something to think about. That would get hits for sure. Yeah, I'd like to. Yeah, as soon as you're able to catch that last season of Curb, we could definitely talk about that show. You could definitely talk about sports. So both of those are options, and we're a little over 18 minutes at this point. So, what are your concluding wrap-up thoughts on the 2024 United States presidential election? Are you hopeful for the future? Do you think Trump's going to do a terrible job in his second term? What do you think about all that? Because I know he's not everybody's favorite person.
We'll see. I really don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, that's fine. So that we don't have to talk about it. That's fine.
Yeah, let's talk about.
Get a joke in there. Get a quick one or two jokes. Get a few or two jokes.
I made a joke earlier. What did I say? Something about stupping on Shabbat.
Oh, stupping. Oh, that's right. The stupping. You have to be in a marriage to stup on the Shabbat. Yeah.
The Torah says that you gotta be married. You're supposed to be married to stup a woman, and if you do it on Shabbat, it's a double mitzvah.
Oh, yes, exactly. It is a double mitzvah on Shabbat. That's very, very true. That is a great, terrific way to end it off at. Thanks again coming on for the second time. I can't wait to talk about Curb Your Enthusiasm with you after you've caught that show, and for you talking about sports also. We'll try to do those next ones in person. Thanks again. I love all your...
Shabbat shalom, motherfuckers.
There it is. Say it one more time.
Shabbat shalom, motherfuckers!
Excellent, awesome. All right, thanks again. We'll talk again soon. Thanks for all this. Wait, one more time. Wait, let me do my quick close off. Everybody dance Everybody dance and have a good time. This is friend and co-host Jerry and Millennial Man Motions Entertainment LLC signing out to curb your enthusiasm and sports.
All right.
Curb and sports.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Take care.